Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joyce Ben. I film and share content about weight loss, weight maintenance, fitness and lifestyle. If you like to see content like this, you can hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Today I'll be talking about calories and how I count calories to lose weight. Calorie is a unit of measurement our body needs to survive. The amount of energy in a food item is measured in calories. So calories are gotten from carbohydrates, protein, and fat. So it doesn't even make sense if you remove any of these calories in order to lose weight. However, their intake can be modified in order for you to lose weight. So as a beginner, it's very important that you have a good understanding about what calories are. Right, so we've already said what calories are, and it is very important that you also know the calorie content of each food you are eating. So if you want to eat rice now, you should know the calorie content of rice. Like, for example, you should know the calorie content of 1 cup of rice. So the reason why you need to know the calorie content of each food you eat is so that if you put the calories together, if you calculate the calories you've consumed in a day, it fits your deficit. So this is the reason why it is very important for you to understand and know what calorie content each food you take in consumes. So now there is a number of calories you will need to eat in order to create a deficit that will help lose weight. Right, and this number varies from person to person. Right, so the number of calories I will need to eat is different from the number of calories you will need to eat. For example, if I need to eat 1,500 calories in order for me to lose weight, I will now have to spread this 1,500 calories out in the foods I will eat. This is how weight loss happens. And then spreading it out in the foods you love to eat in that day will help you achieve your deficit. So in order for you to be able to spread it out evenly, or spread it out correctly, or spread it out in a way that suits you and that will satisfy you, you will need to have an understanding of the calorie content of those foods. I know you are wondering right now, how do you get the calorie content of the food items you buy? So that is very easy to tell. Once you get or buy a food item, there is always this nutritional information at the back of the food item or on the body of the food item. So you can check the nutritional information to know the amount of calories that particular food you purchase has. Right, now checking the nutritional information, you would see the amount of calories the food contains, maybe per cup or per half, 1/2 cups, or the whole food contains. Right, and then you could go further to also look at the carbohydrate content of the food, the protein content of the food, the fat content of the food, and other nutritional informations. I'll be showing you how I do that. If I turn the back of this rice just like this, you'd see the calorie amount of this rice per serving. It says 1 cup cooked, right? So 1 cup cooked will give 170 calories. This is what the nutritional information of a food item looks like. So if I come closer, you'll be able to see the total fat, you see total carbohydrates, you see protein. So this is what it basically looks like. Basically, that's how a nutritional information about a food comes or looks like. It gives you an explanation of what the food contains and its calories. So counting calories isn't different from this at all, right? Counting calories is very important because it helps you keep track of what you eat in a day in order for you to remain in a deficit or get your bodies into a deficit. So I'll be showing you an example of how I track my own food and count my calories. So these are the equipments I use to measure my food, and then I'm able to count my calories using this measuring food items. So I have my measuring spoons here. For food items that demand I use tablespoons, I have my measuring cups here. For food items that also demand I use measuring cups, and I have my measuring scale, my food scale. For food items that demand I use a food scale, because there are some food items that you measure that you can just get their measurement and you're able to count their calories using a food scale. So I use this food scale to measure such food items. If you want to count calories and then you want some accuracy in your counting, or you want some accuracy in counting your calories, then you need to have these, right? So as I said, I'll be showing you guys how I count my calories in foods. This is just an example of what I do for my foods, right? So I want to have bread and eggs, right? So I have eggs here, I have tomato cutouts and onions, right? I have my vegetable oil that I'll be using. So I also want to show you what calories these foods contain aside this, but when we are logging in this, you will see what these tomatoes and onions actually contain. So for the eggs, let me bring it closer so you see. Per one egg serving, it has 70 calories, right? Then, so you can see, this is 6 grams of protein. This is the sodium it has and the other. So for eggs, this is basically the nutritional information. So one egg contains 70 calories. So I want 2 eggs from here, right? So I'll take out 2 eggs. So these 2 eggs will give me 140 calories. Alright, I'm going to use vegetable oil. If you see, vegetable oil has serving size 1 tablespoon, right? So this 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil will give you 120 calories. So I'll use less than half. I'll use this to measure out my vegetable oil. If you look closely, this is 1/2 tablespoon, right? So this is half tablespoon. So half of this will give me 60 calories, but I'll be using less than half to fry my eggs, right? So here is what breakfast looks like, right? I have 2 breads here. This is wheat bread because I love wheat bread. I have 2 eggs. I have a cup of Lipton here. Obviously Lipton has 0 calories, as you can see here. I have 1 half tablespoon sugar, and as you can also see here, this sugar says 2 tablespoons will give you 30 calories, right? So I took 1 tablespoon of sugar, which is 15 calories, and this is the milk I used. It says 2 tablespoons will give you 40 calories, so I took 2 tablespoons of this. And this wheat bread, as you can see it says serving size 1 slice will give you 60 calories, right? So I have 2 slices here, 160 calories. So I can actually tell you what is in my breakfast, right? I can tell you what is in my breakfast, and then we'll go on to log it so that you will know how I also track these calories. However, if you don't have a logging calculator, you can just do the math in your head and have an overview of what you actually consume in a day. But I'll be logging this on to my calorie calculator so that you will see exactly how many calories I've had just with this breakfast, right? So I'll be recording the food that I just ate now, and I'll go to my fitness pal. If I open my fitness pal, you notice there is 1,760 calories. So that is what I am eating currently to be able to maintain my weight currently, right? But this particular number is peculiar to me, right? As I earlier said, it's peculiar to everybody. Yours could be more, yours could be less. So I'll hit the diary and you'd see that I've not had any food today. This is my first food. I'll click in add food. So I had bread split up with bread. I'm going to tap on that to adjust the number of bread I had 2 slices, and yeah, that has recorded. I had 2 eggs, grade A. 2 eggs. I'll click on this and adjust it to 2. Yeah. I had 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk, 1 serving. Yeah, so it's already 2 spoons. I'll log that in. I add sugar, 1 teaspoon. I'll log that in also. I use Lipton. Lipton is 0 calories, so there's no need to log that. But you can if you want to just keep track of what you are eating per day. I use tomato, Roma tomato, half of it is 6 calories. The number of serving 0.1, that's half of the tomato, 6 calories. I'll log that in. I used onions as well. I'll log it in. And I used seasoning. I'll log that in. So basically, this is how you log in, and when I go back, you'll notice the calories have decreased. Right, it was 1,760. For my breakfast, I've eaten 344 calories, and 1,428 calories are left for me to consume today. So this is how I keep track of my calories. I count them and keep track of the calories. So if you are new to this, you can get this app, or you can get, there are other apps as well, right? You can get them and you are good to go. This when you do this over time, you have a hold of what calories each food you eat contains, right? So you won't even need to always log in like this to be able to know what you've eaten. So yeah, this is how I count and track my calories. I hope this video inspires you to count your calories for a better result on your weight loss journey. If this video inspires you, can you hit the like button? Drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be answering them, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.